little crowd that could. All right, we got coming up next to stage. This man's been doing comedy like not long enough. Give it up for the great, the powerful Carlos Valencia, everybody. Carlos! Bro, you want a roast? What you want? You want to just... You got 10 minutes, man. We got 10 minutes, and if anybody else signs up, we'll let them go. Other than that, Carlos is going to be our final comic of the night, okay? Y'all, does that work out?
Oh, my God.
All right,
Way
okay.
to depress the audience. Oh, this show's almost over. No! By the way, before I say anything else, it's a great honor to be here on Broken Mics. That's what you call it, right? Broken Mics? What? Hey, there you go. Perfect. What more appropriate? I kid. I've known JD. I've known both of them for a long time. I do want to say, JD, what I appreciate the most about you having me tonight is that a lot of places I do shows, they don't let me bring my opener, and you guys let Matt. You're like, yeah, let's have Matt. I'm like, thank you so much. A lot of places weren't allowed to bring my opener, and JD was like, yes, see, like as long as he dresses up, and I'm like, I can't guarantee that. He might be wearing shorts and flip-flops, but he was like, still, we'll have him. Does this thing, nobody can hear what he says, it's great. Very avant-garde what he does. So thank you for letting me bring it over. I'm trying to say here.
Very welcome.
In Mooresville. Could have had a stool? Why have a stool? Why not put it on this thing so it slides and maybe tips over? What an exciting show here. What an honor to be here on Broken Mics. What was the first person they were making fun of? Hulk Hogan, everybody. Hulk Hogan. I just learned this. Do you guys know this? I don't make shit up. I don't lie. Have I ever lied to you guys? That's right. I don't lie. It's the truth. There's a psychological diagnosis called Hulkamaniac depressive. You guys familiar with Hulkamaniac? Basically, it means that sometimes you feel like so hyper that you just want to run on a stage and rip your shirt off. You know, but then sometimes you feel so down that you just want to fuck your best friend's wife and say the N-word. Real diagnosis. It was a real diagnosis. Look it up. It's right under Macho Madness. Next. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Magic Johnson. People say, like, you hear this. I was like, that guy, he's living with AIDS. You might want to take that. One of the other comics who's also a co-host is taking phone calls in the middle of my set.
That's him.
Broken Mics.
Broken Mics. Or broken comics, right? Come on now.
Yes.
People say, like, that guy's living with AIDS. Oh, I'll tell you right now, dude, if I was living with AIDS, I'd move out. Like, AIDS would make an awful roommate. Robert De Niro.
At some point, I will.
Oh, see, there it is. What is with the angle? We're like in the Bermuda Triangle. It's just like at every little angle. Don't fucking move. Let's not make the show any longer than it has to be. Yeah, exactly. God. I used to do a joke, when I started out, I used to do a joke where I pretended that remember that? Like it was, yes, exactly. This would have just been naturally that.
With every
It's just like, wow, they really care about my bits. They like incorporated into the micro. Alright, I'll try not to do 20-year-old references. I wrote something for Robert De Niro. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is good. I'm bad. I don't know if you guys know Robert De Niro. He was in a movie called Heat. Yeah, Heat, which is something that we've been experiencing a lot of lately. I don't know if you've checked the temperatures. They've been pretty hot. Wow, what a sedated audience that you have here that don't understand my weather jokes. All right, no more weather jokes then. Obama? Is that who's next? God damn it. I feel like, see, now I want to be like, oh, I can't tell them apart. I'll get to Halle Berry. I'll get to Halle. No.
Let's do it.
Obama says, right? 30 more minutes.
Broken Mics.
Obama, I really don't have a bad thing to say about Obama. I liked him a lot. He because obviously it took us a step further with civil rights. I mean, it's like I don't know, like I'm getting old, guys. So I don't know how many people understand my references anymore. Like this is how old I am. Back when I was young, martial arts weren't even mixed. No, they were like, what are you, karate? What are you, taekwondo? There's no your dojo, there's your dojo. You better not fuck each other. Different times, right? So I don't know how many of you guys remember the Million Man March. Do you guys remember the Million Man March? Back in, okay, a few of you are old enough. Okay.
We're really old.
Okay, thank you. Thank God, dude. Because I don't know, like, I honestly don't remember who was going to get. And I was thinking about the Million Man March recently, and I was thinking about, like, you know what I think would have sucked is, like, if you went all the way to Washington, D.C. for the Million Man March, and then when you got there, you found out your man 1,000,001. What if they're really strict? We're like, oh, sorry, dude, we're full. All right. But then again, though, looking back on it, if you're the last person showing up at an event where 1,000,000 black dudes showed up before you, you're pretty fucking late. Comedy, it's not what it used to be, Ryan. It's like, remember back in the day when
No, it's not.
laughter? Does anybody remember laughter?
That COVID killed it.
What's next? Who's next? What? You went backwards. Jesus Christ! I was ready for Madonna. Madonna. She's actually this kind of brings it back. I've known both of them for a long time, but JD. I remember when I met him, and it kind of relates to this. It was because Madonna. She's the material girl. I remember when we first saw JD, we called him the no material comic. So that's what that. Remember we called him that? The no material comic is what we called him. Very cruel we were.
That's factual. That is 100%.
The no material comic people.
My ears were so red.
Oh. Here's another one. I actually, you know what? Who's the next fucking person? Macaulay Culkin. Again, see. The coincidences, dude. That's why I asked, like, are we in the Bermuda Triangle? Because, you know, remember when you started, but actually, I knew JD before he did stand-up. Like, the first time, well, I didn't really meet him, but the first time that I saw JD was in a gay masturbation film. Remember that one? It's called Homo Alone. Which is close to Home Alone. That's the stretch I made on that one. Who's next? Oh, this one's good. You know how he got that name, Sir Mix-a-Lot? A lot of people think it's because of the DJing. It's like, you know how those people that, like, when they eat, they're like, oh, my food can't touch? You heard of these people? Have you heard of that? You know, they're like, oh, like, my rice can't touch the beans or whatever. This dude, everything. Like, he just... Like, he did not care about the borders between food, is what I'm saying. So when he would eat, it was a big scramble ship. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Next. That one didn't really hit me.
I love that.
I don't know, man. 19 years.
I love it.
Vince McMahon. I used to watch the wrestling. One of my favorites was The Ultimate Warrior. You remember that one? I thought it would be funny, but oh my God, what if a microphone works?
Broken mic!
I thought, you know, like The Ultimate Warrior, that sounds great. How about we have a wrestler? What if we had a wrestler that just did, like, like his thing was like he worried about, you know, he worried about things, so he's the Ultimate Warrior. Right? Right? He just like he never gets on the stage because he's just like, what if that guy like really hits me or something? he's just in the locker room constantly because he never leaves. He's the Ultimate Warrior. He's a prepper. Oh my God! I think somebody's been smoking marijuana.
I'm glad us three are having fun. Fuck them. Fuck them. This is just for us now. This is...
Hey.
Feels like Home Alone.
Okay, who's next? Who's next? There's no way that's next. Is it? Oh yeah. Yes, that's who's next. Halle Berry.
Oh,
I forget about Halle. You know, like you do that Magic Johnson shit. And, like, it was disastrous the first time, but like the second time, fucking raucous admiration. So now I'm getting back to Halle Berry. It reminds me of the first time I ever. The first time.
I
Oh my god!
Keith,
This is like comedy. This is like comedy edgy. You think it's gonna be like no wait. Except it's not gonna be worth it. And honestly, if anybody comes tonight, I will be shocked. And if any woman gets wet in the next month, I'll be shocked after seeing the show. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Can anybody see Carlos's face? Like, is anybody watching every time the mic cuts out and it just is closer and closer?
Every time it's 19 years is what I tell me. 19 years trying to find one working microphone. But this is what we do. First time I was telling them, I wanted to tell them if this fucking shit can hold up. Ryan did a kind of one time. I mean, maybe the thing is you just gotta shut up. Like, maybe just like you breathe into the thing and then you're like a virus on technology. And like technology just, it's like, no more. He said too much. I feel like I just can't fucking move. I'll just stare over there like I have some sort of, what's that disease? Whatever. Stare at the door disease, and I just can't move. So I'm just gonna look at that. I apologize to the audience to my left. I know you're there. All right? But if I move my fucking head, the microphone will stop working. All right? And so this makes it even more challenging that I have to fucking put my beer on a slant because I can barely get a periphery. Yeah, leave, John. If you could, just fucking leave.
Out of here.
I said, no. Yeah, I would have left like
We need
an
more
hour
space
ago.
between these
The
microphones.
fact that your face is still here is incredible. I mean, I don't know, Ryan's only saying because he's paying, like, what is it, $5,000?
I think so.
$5,000, that's the only reason he's still here. But seriously, thank you for letting me bring Matt to open for me. That was very thoughtful of you. This is like a fucking like this is where you run the bicycle. This is like here. You've been complaining a lot, but also how about you exercise, you piece of shit?
That's how you charge the microphone.
I thought you were gonna put your beer on the stool. Why are you sitting on
Well,
the stool?
because
You brought a fucking bicycle stool, dude. Like, I'm the weirdo now. I was like, I brought you a fucking stool that looks like a bicycle. Why are you suddenly more curious now?
Feels like we're back in that
No,
Home Alone room.
look at this. It's like, okay, then somebody brings you that stool, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, all of them, all of them. Is it a pull? Is it gonna just pull it? Is that how I start this stool?
Guys, can you guys just see how frustrated?
John, no.
You go, Johnny?
I would love to see that.
Carlos.
The first time I saw Ryan, it was before comedy. I saw him on a gay pornographic film. That much like Halle Berry's movie called Monsters Ball was called Monsters Ball. I don't know if you ever seen this guy's ball. It is horrifying. Do never look at his ball. There's only one of them. There's only one of them, but it's monstrous. Yes. You don't like getting out of that burn. Fred Durst was in a band called Limp Bizkit. That sounds like the thing I get my penis after 40 years of marriage. Limp Bizkit. You're a married man, you know what I'm saying. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Come on now. Speaking, I honestly like this actually, the way I intended to start the show was by saying that if I do comedy for too long, owls start to get injured and almost die. Right? Because then you the thing, right? Perfect. I mean, it's almost like, thank God the months of fucking rehearsals that we did are working out so perfect. I'm stalling because I'm waiting for the pyro. Is the pyro ready? Or they about to shoot? Okay, okay. All right, guys, stick around for the fireworks. I don't know if you guys are big White Lion fans.
Give it up for Carlos. Give it up for Carlos.
That's my time. That's right. That's my time, right?
Yes, that's your
My
time. Yeah, you did it.
Let me just tell my one joke. This is an actual joke that I do tell. All right? I was talking about basically Limp Bizkit's erotic. No, not erotic. Comedic dysfunction is what this show is. What do you call that? Comedic dysfunction is what you should. Oh my God. Erectile dysfunction. How about I just walk and just tell the joke one by one to all of you so I don't have to use the fucking mic ever again in my entire life? This is an actual joke that I wrote. I know it's a good joke. I've told it a million times, and I finally want to deliver one good joke. You guys were nice enough to sit through 2.5 hours of me trying to do puns about they being gay and being bullies and shit. I want to tell this one joke. I'm not in a mood. It's like a fucking statue's gonna tell you this joke. All right? Usually I'm more expressive. Usually I jump all over the fucking Jim Carrey up here. You know what I mean? Ryan, you know.
I do.
He said I could. Usually it's a lot more animated. Finger. You guys familiar with finger? I love it. It's one of my favorite things in the world. But a lot of people don't like it. They think it's lame. All right? Like a lot of people shit on finger. And I tell them, oh, that's the wrong hole. But what I'm trying to say here, though, is that fingering is much maligned. I love it, and I'll tell you why I love it. It's because my fingers always hard. I've never gotten whiskey fingers. Usually I do an act out with my fingers. I can't tonight. I'm catatonic. Catatonic comedy. It's alliterative, JD. You gotta perform, you gotta do an hour and a half, but you cannot fucking move. Keep the microphone straight. Last thing, all right? This is the last thing. That is, that's the last thing. No, that's exactly what I...
That joke has way more fingers to it. I know there's
Where's
more
one?
to it.
I just want to go home.
Is that, you feeling
Isn't
good?
that what? Oh, I'm feeling great.
Bro, I'm so sorry about the audio issues.
Could you, I love you. Could you do the bit about the cutting the phone?
Oh, I mean, people are not going to be able to tell the difference just because
Because
it's
I
how...
probably will actually do that to you.
I haven't done that in 15 years probably.
It's wonderful.
I was trying to like end a relationship once a long time ago, and I didn't know how to do it. I was a little nervous about it, so this is what I ended up doing. I called her on my cell phone. And I was like, hey, Julie, and then Julie was like, Carlos, you're breaking up. And I was like, yup. I took it like 20.
Perfect. I love that.
Well, you see why we were joking about that, because that literally was fucking all night.
Literally. Guys, one more time for Carlos Valencia.
Thank you.